Monday.com review. Hi guys, in this video I will tell you all that you need to know about Monday.com and exactly how you guys can use this software for your personal use, and also how I myself use this particular software. So without wasting any more of your time, let's jump into the software. So when you come on to Monday.com, you will see their dashboard, and over here you have all the different options. For example, you have creative and design, software development, marketing, project management, sales, and so much more. So depending upon what you do, you guys can choose any one of these options. So for me, it's mostly project management, so I'm gonna choose project management. So click on get started, and that is gonna take you over to their sign up page probably. So as soon as you come over here you'll have to enter your email address, and then of course you can also sign in with Google as well. So I'm gonna sign in with Google, and I'll catch you guys in just 1 minute, or sorry, in just 1 second, as soon as I'm done signing up. So as soon as I've signed up, it's gonna ask me to put my full name in over here. So I'm gonna put my full name in over here. I'm gonna type in a test name, which is of course gonna be John Doe, because it's John Doe everywhere on the internet. And for my account name, I can choose a different name. So for example, I can have my full name over here up top, exactly as per my ID, but for my account name I can have an alias, I can have something else, so that my team only sees that. So I'm gonna put in Lee, and after that I'm gonna check the box and then click on continue. So when we do this, it is gonna take us over here. So I'm gonna complete all of this, and I'll catch you guys once I'm actually in the software. So once you guys have signed up, once you guys have set up everything, this is what you guys are gonna see. So over here you have their main dashboard. So once you have your team set up, you can see all your updates right here on your dashboard as soon as you log in every single day. Then below that you have the inbox, and then below that, like I said, you have your recent tasks, and you can add as many workspaces as you want. So let's say if you are someone who works on sales, and then if you are someone who also works on the content production side of things as well, so what you guys can do is you guys can have multiple workspaces added in this particular dashboard, so that whenever you come in and you want to take a look at the sales, you can simply go into the sales workspace and see if all those tasks were done or not. So on the left side you will see all of their tools. You have their workspaces option. Clicking on this, it is going to take you over to the workspaces. I'll tell you guys what's happening over here in just 1 minute, but before that, let's take a look at the whole layout of the platform. So you have the workspaces option at the top right, and then below that you have the notifications option. So over here you will be able to see everything that gets done. So for example, if your teammate changes the status of one project from idle to in process to done, well then you will see all of those updates over here coming live in front of you. So that is what the notifications panel is for, as the name suggests. And then below that you have your inbox. So Monday.com actually gives you a private inbox through which you guys can actually chat, and you guys can talk with your teammates over here. So why is this useful? This is actually very useful whenever you have that problem where you have to constantly maneuver around between Slack and then WhatsApp and then come back to your project management platform. So all of that stuff really wastes a lot of time. So having an inbox built right into your project management software is going to be really helpful, because it is going to eliminate just so many different steps. So for example, you won't have to go onto Slack, you won't have to go onto WhatsApp, you won't have to copy links from like one software to another. You'll have everything in one place, and that is gonna make your work more efficient. So over here you guys can see that I already have a few updates over here, but you guys can of course like add in updates. So over here you guys can already see that I already have a few messages in here, but you guys can of course DM as many people as you want. I'll tell you how you can do that, but first let's take a look at the last option, which is the calendar option, which is the my work option. So click on the my work option. That is going to take you over here. So when you come over here, you will see everything, all the tasks that you were supposed to get done over here. So in a workspace, there are going to be multiple people. So how will you know that what is the stuff that you need to get done? Because it all gets really messy sometimes. I mean, like their layout is really good, but still after a certain number of tasks, it gets it gets really hard to find what you want to do. So to eliminate that, they have a specific section which is only going to show you all the tasks that you were supposed to get done, so that you know what you have to get done. So this is also very helpful for anybody who wants to get stuff done like this, and they can simply come over here and they will be able to get their stuff done ASAP. So these were the basic main features. So now that we have taken a look at all of the main features, let's jump into the project management dashboard, which I'm sure you guys are here for. So click on the workspaces. After that, you will be able to see your workspace come up. If you have multiple workspaces, you guys will have a list over here of workspaces, but if you have just one like me, well, then you will only have one. So when you have chosen your workspace, you will see this dashboard come up. So in my opinion, there are many project management softwares that actually do what this does. I'm sure you guys know that as well, but the layout that I've seen on monday.com, in my opinion, this is the best layout ever, because this is so colorful. This is actually fun to look at. So over here, I have created my workspace in such a way that I know what's being done by whom and what's the deadline and if it's done or not. So I have all of these sections over here. But you guys can simply add in new tasks by clicking on this new task button, and then you guys can add tasks into specific sections. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to create a new workspace right now for you guys to show you exactly how that's done, so you guys know exactly how you might be able to incorporate that in your own workflow. So I'm gonna click on add from the top left, and then after that simply choose new board. So when you choose new board, that is going to create a new workspace for you. But if you choose new document, that is going to create a text file for you guys. And of course, if you guys choose new dashboard, that is going to create something completely new, and that is going to be a complete new dashboard in monday.com, so you can manage multiple different companies at once. So I'm going to click on new board, and then it's going to ask me my board name. So I'm going to quickly type in my board name. I'm going to type in test board, and then it's going to ask me for the privacy. So for now, I'm going to leave it as it is, but you guys can of course choose private or shareable if you guys want to. In private, you cannot share the board. In shareable, you guys can simply share the board with one link. So after that, choose why you are creating this board. So I'm going to choose tasks. You guys can also add in custom stuff as well. So click on create board, and that is going to create the board for you in just a few seconds. So as soon as the board is created, this is what you guys are going to see. So over here, you guys have the group title, then you have various different items, and then below that you also have another group title, and then you have various different options as well. So to create a new group, what you guys can do is you guys can simply click on create a new group. Now, how can you guys use these groups? What's a real world use case scenario for these groups? So let me tell you. So for example, if you are someone who runs a YouTube automation channel, and of course this varies from niche to niche, but for a very basic luxury style channel, for example, you have the first process, which is writing scripts. So what we can do is we can type in scripts over here. So when you type in scripts over here, you can type in the names of the scripts. So we can type in Michael Jordan legacy and how did he conquer. So you guys can simply type in the titles over here for that, and then you can simply assign this particular task to the person of your choice over here in your team. And of course, you guys can invite members by simply clicking on invite a new member by email, and they will get the email and they will be in your board quickly. So you guys can simply assign this particular task to your scriptwriter. Your scriptwriter can simply change its status from working on it to done when it's completed, and then you guys can also add in deadlines over here as well. And if you guys want even more information, for example notes or something like that, you guys can click on this plus button and you guys can add in all these options. So I'm gonna add a text option. So once I click on text, now I can simply add in a text telling my scriptwriter to make it 800 words long. So when I type this in, then he's gonna know that he has to make this 800 words long, and then I can type in notes. So he knows that he has to take a look over here before writing the script or finalizing it. So that is how you guys can add in various columns. You can also add in multiple tasks by simply typing in the task name over here. You guys can type in whatever, and by simply pressing enter, and then it's gonna be added. And again, you guys can add in more notes from over here as well. You guys can assign people and also be updated for the task. So the first group is gonna be scripts. The second group can be a voiceover. So you guys can repeat the same process over, and then you guys have a pretty automated system. And then of course, monday.com also has a very good automation system. So by simply clicking on the top right where it says automate, you guys can click on that. So you guys can create systems where, for example, whenever the scriptwriter marks a task done, well, then money.com is automatically gonna move that particular task over to the voiceover group, so that the voiceover person knows that a particular script is done and it is ready and it is in its group. So over here, by clicking on this particular option, you guys can just simply do that. But of course, you guys need to know the pricing for that. So we are gonna get into pricing in just a few minutes, but before we do that, let's come back to money.com's dashboard. So over here again, so now I hope that you guys understand the use of groups and how you can assign tasks, how you can create tasks, and also how a board like this can actually work in your particular company. Now what I did was just a very basic example, but of course you guys can do whatever you want. So now let's jump into the pricing of money.com to see if that works for you or not. So let's go over there. So coming over to the pricing, you guys have 5 different plans that you guys can choose from. You have their free plan, then you have their basic plan, then you have their standard plan, and then you have their professional plan, and then of course you have their enterprise plan. But this is only for the people who have like companies like 2,000, 3,000 employees and who want to get really good discounts and who want to get really custom built stuff. So over here you have their free plan, which is going to cost you nothing, and you can have up to 5 people in your free plan. Then you have their basic plan, for which you'll have to pay $8 per person. So if you have a team of 10 people, you'll have to pay $80 per month, and you will get all the features that you guys can see over here. And then for this standard plan, you guys will be able to get a lot more features for $10 per seat. Then you have their pro plan, which is going to be $16 per person per month, but you will get so many different cool options such as stated over here. And then of course for the enterprise plan, you guys can reach out to them and you guys can get tailor-made services especially for your particular business. And also money.com is being used by some of the biggest brands out there, so that's a plus as well. So guys, this was the review of money.com. I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. Take care, till next time, goodbye. All apps and software features are available on InsiderApps.com. You can compare prices, see honest reviews, and pick the best app that is right for you and your work needs. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on the bell notification so that you guys are updated whenever we upload a new video. See you in the next video.